I've I've been reflecting on my small farming. I'm a small farmer, and sometimes farm things that even I sell. This time around, I did cabbages, and the cabbages that I did were the hybrid cabbages. My aunt is also a farmer, and so when I went to see cabbages in her farm, they were very beautiful, they were very good, and they had given her very good returns. And I did the same. I did my cabbages, and I did them in a nursery, and then I transferred them. When I transferred them, of course, I have a person who helps me. I have a Shaba boy who helps me. So, of course, again, I'm working. So, when they were transferred, I would look at them once in a while, and I would even provide whatever the Shaba boy was asking me. Now, when it came to time of selling, I went into a loss. All the cabbages, I do not know what happened, and actually, I went into a bad loss. Now, I went to my aunt again, who had advised me to do cabbages. And so I narrated the whole story to my aunt, what happened to my cabbages. One of the things he said, you've made a mistake. You are the mistake. When you did your cabbages, did you work with them? And so I decided to redo again. And I planted them in a nursery and I transferred them. This time, I worked with my cabbages. As much as I had a Shaba boy, I got connected with my cabbages. Before I go to work, I would spend some time with my cabbages. After work, I would come spend some time with cabbages. When I would see they are changing some leaves, I would just rush to my aunt, and my aunt would tell me, no, go buy this chemical, do this, do this. And when it came to time of selling cabbages, my cabbages did very well. And I had very good returns. And actually, I'm doing other cabbages. Now, when I reflected on the both scenario, I thought about parenting. And I thought about how we parent our children and don't work with them. By the end of the day, we complain. Now look at the time that my cabbages gave me return. I worked with my cabbages. That does not mean that I changed my job. I was still working, but I gave more time to my cabbages. Though I had a Shaba boy, I still gave time. And when I would see the leaves are changing, I would rush to get, I would rush to get some advice from my aunt, who is a pro farmer. Now, the same thing with our children. I know we have nannies, and it's okay because we have nannies. But how many times do we leave our children with nannies? How many times do we get connected? And I'm okay with nannies because actually house helps are very key. How many times do we hide our children because we are busy at work? Because there's a lot that is happening, and yet we are providing everything. Even in my first farming of the cabbages that went into a loss, I would buy fertilizers, whatever the Shaba boy was telling me to buy, I would buy. But still, I went into a loss. But this time that I gave my cabbages time, they gave me good returns. The same way with our children. How we buy because anyway, we are working and we have careers to safeguard. We want to go back to school. So whatever our house helps are asking us, we provide. So when it comes to time of return, now we can see what we are getting with our children. So this is what I'm encouraging all of us, that we have to go back and parent our children. We have to work with them the way I worked with those cabbages, if we want to get good returns. Because at that time, you'll see when the leaves are changing. Because sometimes we come to see when our children are changing and they changed long time ago because you never had time. Your work was to provide. And here is where we say, oh, on Sunday I take them out. That is a very small time. So what I want to encourage, if we want to get good return, we have to go back and work with our children. If we have to go to get the good returns, we have to understand them. We have to feel them. When they change, we have to know when the leaves are changing. We have to know that the leaves now are changing. We can get advice. We need to know when to take them to the agriculturist. I would know when I needed to take my cabbages to the agriculturist. So parenting is not an easy thing. you know. But if we have to work with our children, if they have to be our friends, we have to work with them, and they'll give us good return. So this is a challenge this evening, that if we have to get good returns with our cabbages, work with them. And I mean, even if we are working, because I know we are very busy. Personally, I'm very busy, but let's take that few moments that we have and work with them. You know, that quality time. Understand whether the cabbages is changing the leaves. Understand whether you'll get profit. In other words, I'm meaning we work with them. Thank you so much, and I hope to get good cabbages.